Hey there, everybody. Glenn Wassmer coming to you live Saturday evening, approximately 8 p.m., June 12th, the year 2021. And my topic this evening is electric bloodletting. And the reason I use that term bloodletting is back in the early mid-centuries, there was a practice known as bloodletting. So if you came down with a chronic disease or an illness or something like that, they would actually slice into your veins and drain your blood thinking that it was poisoned or tainted, and then close up the wounds and hoping that that would cure the ailment, when we all know that your entire offense and defense of your immune system in the human body, we know now, is in the blood. And it's crazy. And we almost do it today with over blood drawing. I'm not even going to go into that, but it is kind of interesting that people with chronic diseases, they send them to this specialist, draw blood, this specialist, draw blood, this, and they're getting worse and worse as they go down the road. Well, that's what's happening with your electric bill as well. And I'm going to do another clumsy case study, but I want you to see how powerful this is. So what I did is I'm going to just show you this lady's electric bill, and I'm going to just do this in my mirrored image where you can see up top, October of 2020, she got a bill of $147.29. And for most of us, that's kind of the average. For some of us, it's a little low. Some of us are a little higher. But I want to show you what you're actually being paid for and what you're actually being ripped off of. So I just want you to get a hold of that number, $147 for 1 month. And typically November is a cooler month, so you're really not using from October 31st to November. So you're not using as much electricity. We're actually getting real savvy. Remember, that's those of us who I'm not turning the heat on yet. I'm not turning on the air conditioner yet. And it's usually a cheaper month. So that's really still not a low price, that 147. So what I want to do is show you what's actually on your electric bill every month that they show you and that we just take as, okay, we have to do it. So here is the electric charges. So again, you're going to see a series of charges here. Where am I? All right, so I got to get all the way over here. So let's bring this back into view and we'll use this finger. You got everybody pays a customer charge. That's really your connectivity charge. That's what you're charged every month for the utility, just handling, having you connected. See these distribution charges? They're actually delivery charges. What happened is in 2011, when Hurricane Sandy wiped out our grid, we no longer have the ability to produce the electric we need. So they now pass on the charge to you to bring your energy in from out of state. And you can see those numbers. It's, what's the one? $13. The other one's $27 or $37. Let me just flip it around. Yeah, 13 and 37. So, I mean, you're almost at, over $50 just in surcharges. So then you go down and they tell you that you've got a transition tax, a non-utility charge, all these different charges. They have the guts and the truth in billing to tell you that your totally to delivery charges, that means the total that they're charging you just to handle your electricity is $79.61 for them to handle your electricity. But then it gets even a little more interesting is they go ahead and show you that the amount of kilowatts that you're using by what they're charging, that your total electricity charge is really $67 and change. So you're being charged $147 for $67 worth of electricity. That is insane. That is electric bloodletting. It just blows my mind how much money we're being sucked out of. And that's why I'm a proponent for solar. And that's why I'm as passionate and emphatic as I am about it. Hey, Ryan, how are you? So there on a $147 bill, they're showing you that you only used $67 worth of electricity. They're charging you an additional $80 just to handle it and shuffle it around. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So this is basically, oh, well, I did that already. I apologize. Where are the bars? There are my bars. So this is just basically a representation of what you used the prior year to what you used, this year. And again, I'm doing this in a mirror image. But these bars are basically the way that represents your energy coming in and out of your bill. When you go solar, this is really what happens to your bill. So when you go solar, the goal is that we get you to where you don't have any of the bars and the grills and the grids. So no matter what, this customer here has a customer service charge of $5.58 right there. I know I got the light, the glare working off the light there. But you can also see his previous month was $16.84. But dude doesn't care because dude ain't got no bars. What's better about dude is he's got excess generation summary. He's got $2,000 in his account. Credits towards his system. Now, you always have to pay that $5 charge. In some areas, it might be $10, but whatever that connectivity charge or customer service charge is, you're paying it. So that's really what solar does for you. I mean, it gets rid of all of that fluff, all of that transition taxes, all of that nonsense goes away when you go solar. So here's the other thing that I wanted to show you. I pulled up my address in Williamstown, and you can see that what the electric company is doing is they are restricting your availability to go solar. So it goes from orange to red, which means being closed to closing the circuit. And then when it goes to black, it means that your circuit is closed. The electric company or the utility company gets to determine that they have reached their per capita and no more customers can go solar. So now if we zoom out, you can see how the red and the black, and Ryan, you're watching, that's your area over there in Sicklerville. I mean, it's like a virus. It is just closing out. So the reason I did this is to show you that in 2011, then acting Governor Christie, it's a bipartisan issue. It's backed by Governor Murphy. It was a mandate. This is an green energy mandate that 22.5% of New Jersey had to be solar by the end of 2020 or before 2021. They reached that per capita. So now what acting Governor Murphy said is, now what we're going to do is we're going to bump it up to a mandate of 35% by 2025. It's going to be 50% by 2030, 75% by 2040, and the mandate will reach its potential and its max, what they deem their max, 100% solar by 2050. So you're talking less than 30 years. We're going to be going solar, and you're not going to have a choice. You're not going to have the incentives that they're offering right now. They'll be closing those out. So you should have received a notice in your utility bill that looks something like this. And basically it's like a truth in advertising clause, just inviting you to get ready to go with their green team. This is Atlantic City Electric's. You can see theirs. You might get some from PSE&G or from other states or whatnot. But that is the basis of what's going on. There's a solar mandate. The utility company, let me just pull out this puppy one last time. The utility company has already announced that they're raising, on top of the rising rates that are already there, by the end of by 2022, it's going up 7%. So that accrues like almost like an amortization on a mortgage. Every year, if you're paying 4.5% now when they show you 6.89%, 6.89%, that's what they have to show you. They can appeal or apply for as much as 30%. Everybody that goes solar, the utility company loses a paying customer. And guess who pays for that? The person with electricity and not with solar. This thing is going to become so outrageous, and I thought maybe if you saw it on a bill, I gave you a really crude representation of what's really going on. $147, $79 of it was them just handling things for $67 worth of electricity. That's insane. If you're okay with that, you're okay with that. But I'm telling you, it's just going to get worse. I want to help you. I'm in a situation to help you. I do have time restraints. I have 3 customers that are stuck in a certain territory where I had them and they just, I need a few more weeks. And I always say, I don't know whether it's 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or 3 years when they close that circuit and reopen it. I don't know when they're going to shut it, and we never know when they're going to open it. I know Sicklerville, a large portion of Sicklerville was shut down, and then they lifted some of the restrictions as the mandate went up to 35% by 2025. But I noticed also when I was out there, it was an area that was really heavily populated with trees. So that's basically my solar bloodletting, or my electric bloodletting. Solar stops the bloodletting. Stop the bleeding. Reach out. If you got my cell phone, text me. If not, PM me. This is a free process to get a proposal. We sit down, we go over your bill, we give you a rough idea of the expectations. We do a deed verification or a title verification, as well as a FICO check. You need a 650 FICO score or better. And we do have programs if you have a lower credit score. If you have a lower credit score, do not let that deter you. We have programs to address the needs and help people like you. I know what that's like. I just came out of a 7-year bankruptcy a year and change ago. And you know what? I was selling building materials, and the housing market crisis, the housing crisis collapsed. Or the housing market collapsed, I'm sorry. And now we're looking to go into Home Depot. A sheet of 5/8 tongue and groove is like $80. Everything is just going crazy, and your electric's not going to stop. So that is my electric bloodletting video. If you liked it, please click like and share. Do me a favor, reach out, text me, PM me if we can talk. I can help you with this, I assure you. Also, click like and share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. More viewers I get, the better things can go for me, and I'm hoping to monetize it one day. But I know I'm a little crude in my presentations, but I'd rather be real. I'm like this when I go into people's homes. I want to just be a real person. I want to genuinely just look them in the eye. And my last sale, the lady asked me a question, and I said, I don't know. I can find out for you. I don't know. And at the end of that sale, she said, the number one reason I'm giving you this business is you were totally honest and said you didn't know when I asked XYZ. So I got my mentor on the phone and said, hey, dude, she's asking a question about XYZ. And he said, oh, no problem. On my electric bill, it went like this and like this. And she's like, oh, okay. And she just said, all right, son, start signing. So the husband started signing, and we got them connected. So, you're going solar. I don't like it. You don't like it. It's a fact. We're paying for it. People without solar are going to pay for the people that are going solar. People that are going solar are going to save a fortune, and the people that don't are going to bleed out. If we can get you in there and these circuits don't close. So reach out to me. I love you. I thank you. Have a great night. God bless.